If, God forbid, this time Israel manages to overpower Iran, do you think that Israel and India's next target could be Pakistan? Israel Operation Rising Lion. Rolling back the military operation, the Iranian option. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum viewers, welcome to the world of history. Viewers, right now, international politics and global defense strategies are changing rapidly all over the world amid rising tensions between the Middle East, South Asia, and global powers. A shocking revelation has left everyone stunned. It has been claimed that in its recent military exercises, Israel has developed a model that closely resembles Pakistan's sensitive nuclear site at Qahuda, and now the question is being raised, after Iran, is Pakistan also on the global agenda? Viewers, the relationship between Iran and Israel has always been tense. Israel has serious concerns about Iran's nuclear program and its growing influence in the Middle East. In this context, Israel has not only issued statements to stop Iran's nuclear program, but has also been involved in various covert operations and cyber attacks. So now, when Israel is creating a model of an area like Qahuda in its military exercises, viewers, it doesn't seem like just a drill. It appears to be a strategic message. Viewers, this is what we will be discussing in today's video. Before we move forward in the video, I would like to request all new viewers to please subscribe to the channel, make sure to hit the bell icon, and don't forget to share your valuable feedback in the comments section. Viewers, some people on social media are saying that after Iran, Pakistan is next. Now, viewers, it's possible to think this way, but is it ever really true that there could be a world where polytheists have atomic power and want no Muslim country to possess this power? Where America rules the world and everything goes according to its will? Viewers, in such a world, how did a weak country, one that didn't even have enough money for food, that lacked technology, a poor nation, how did it become an atomic power? Viewers, every problem in the world has some solution, and every lock has a key. Viewers, we may have many flaws, but it's possible that God chose us to accomplish something that the Arab countries couldn't do. One or two things might happen by coincidence, but not everything can be a coincidence. Is it just a coincidence that while Israel was occupying Palestine on one side, Pakistan was fighting its own war for independence on the other? In other words, both of these came into existence at the same time. Viewers, have you ever thought about how, whenever Pakistan and Israel have come face to face, it's always Israel that has had to back down? If you didn't know, let us tell you that Pakistani pilots served in the Arab-Israeli wars, most notably in the Six-Day War of 1967, the Yom Kippur War of 1973, and in several subsequent aerial battles. Viewers, Pakistani Air Force pilots were specially invited to serve in the Arab Air Forces because their skills were highly respected in Arab countries. Squadron leader Saifullah Azza of the Pakistan Air Force was the most famous among these pilots, as he directly shot down Israeli aircraft. Saifullah Azam was a Pakistani pilot who first faced Israeli aircraft with the Jordanian Air Force, and then fought on the fronts in Iraq and Syria. During the Six-Day War of 1967, Saifullah Azam, while stationed in Jordan, shot down Israeli fighter jets in aerial combat. After that, he was sent to Iraq, where he shot down more Israeli aircraft. There are confirmed reports that he shot down a total of 4 Israeli planes to his credit. Viewers, Saifullah Azam holds the unique honor of being the only pilot in the world to have shot down enemy aircraft while fighting for 3 different Arab air forces in a single war. Viewers, according to Arab sources and international military reports, Saifullah Azam not only shot down fighter jets, but also foiled several Israeli Air Force missions. Viewers, the governments of Jordan, Iraq, and Syria also honored him with high military awards. Viewers, in Pakistan as well, he was awarded the Sitar-e-Jarrat in recognition of his services. Even Israeli military reports acknowledged that Saifullah Azam was an extremely skilled and formidable aerial opponent, and in addition, other Pakistani pilots also played a significant role in the Arab-Israeli wars. Former Flight Lieutenant Saad Eldi participated in the 1973 war, flying a MiG-21 F-13 jet with the Syrian Air Force. On April 26, 1973, he shot down an Israeli Mirage jet over the Golan. Viewers, in recognition of his achievements, the Syrian government awarded him the Medal of Courage and the Medal of the Night, while Pakistan honored him with the Sitar-e-Jarrat. Viewers, Squadron Lieutenant Arif Manzur also served in the Syrian Air Force alongside Saad Elvi. He too shot down an Israeli aircraft during this war. Viewers, Air Marshal Noor Khan participated in aerial missions during the 1967 wars. The Israeli Air Chief, Ezer Weizman, also acknowledged his skills. Overall, in these wars, Pakistani pilots helped shoot down around 10 Israeli aircraft, and that too without suffering any losses. Viewers, in 1981, Israel successfully attacked and destroyed Iraq's Osirak nuclear reactor. After that, Israel turned its attention to the growing nuclear power in South Asia, Pakistan. Both Israel and India began to see Pakistan's nuclear program, especially the facilities located in Qahuda, as a threat to themselves. Israeli intelligence initially gathered information about Qahuda through satellite images, human sources, and various covert channels. Based on this information, Israel even built a mock model resembling Qahuda in its Negev desert so that its F-16 and F-15 pilots could conduct regular attack drills on it. Viewers, journalist Catherine Scott Clark writes in her book that in the mid-1980s, the Israeli and Indian intelligence agencies. It had started, the Israeli Air Force selected the Jamnagar Air Base in the Indian state of Gujarat, from where the distance to Pakistan's Qahuda plant would be reduced for an attack. By March 1984, this plan was at its peak, and Prime Minister Indira Gandhi had also approved this joint operation. The situation had become so serious that Pakistan, India, and Israel were standing on the brink of a nuclear war. According to ISI, Israel had also made practical preparations for a direct attack. According to other sources, Israel had already made operational plans for the attack. The Israeli highlights in this matter were also significant. Arrangements had been made to refuel the aircraft mid-flight, and these planes were set to enter Pakistan via the Indian Ocean route. An extremely dangerous tactic had also been devised. A passenger plane would be brought down, and its call sign would be used so that Pakistani radar would not be able to identify the Israeli aircraft. The Israeli planes would fly very close together so that only one aircraft would appear on Pakistani radar, allowing the attack to be carried out by surprise. After the attack, they were supposed to land in the Jammu area to refuel, from where they would return to Israel. But there was also an attempt to actually put this plan into action. According to some reports, one night in 1984, this mission was officially launched. The Israeli pilots had already taken off for the attack, but as soon as they approached Pakistani airspace, they were surprised to find that the Pakistan Air Force was on full alert and Pakistani fighter jets were already patrolling the skies. The Israeli pilots were immediately called back, and the mission was canceled right away. Viewers, on this occasion, Pakistan sent a clear message to Israel that Pakistan is neither Iraq nor is its air force as weak as the Iraqi Air Force. Pakistan had stated in clear terms that if Qahuda was attacked, then in retaliation, the Dimona nuclear reactor located in Israel's Negev desert would be destroyed. Similarly, India was also warned that if it participated in the attack, Pakistan would strike the Trombi nuclear reactor near Mumbai. But is it just a coincidence that the same powers who destroyed Iraq's nuclear reactor, dismantled Iraq's entire military, ended Libya's nuclear program, destroyed Syria's nuclear reactor, and shut down Egypt's missile program? How could they possibly have forgotten about Pakistan? Viewers, they definitely have not forgotten. Pakistan is a thorn in their side, and it continues to bother them greatly. Have you ever thought about how, in every Muslim country that started a nuclear program, Israel and the United States didn't even spare their atomic scientists? One by one, they carried out targeted killings of them. But they couldn't even touch a single Pakistani scientist because, viewers, we had God's help on our side, and our ISI is so capable that our scientists were well protected. Viewers, that's not all. Even during the India-Pakistan war, every single Israeli drone that entered Pakistani airspace was shot down. And these weren't just ordinary drones. These were Israel's state-of-the-art drones. Before this, Pakistan had already earned the distinction of shooting down a major Israeli drone. It's absolutely true that if Iran is defeated by Israel or becomes unstable, which, God willing, will not happen, then Pakistan would be next in line. But there's also a saying, when a jackal's time is up, it runs toward the city. According to the record so far, every mission, every operation, every battle by Israel against Pakistanis has failed. Iran can fight with Israel for many years, but Pakistan's model of warfare is not like that. On just the second day of war, Pakistan would bring out its nuclear weapons. Pakistan is a country that starts thinking about launching a nuclear attack very quickly, and everyone, including India, knows very well that Pakistan cannot fight a long war. And a country that cannot fight a long war can resort to using nuclear weapons sooner. And viewers, I want to tell you with great confidence that Pakistan can go to any extent to preserve its existence, which is extremely dangerous for its enemies. And viewers, the last thing is, if you look back at history, Pakistan has always been in a defensive position until now, but now it is becoming aggressive. It seems that everyone is now understanding the importance of Pakistan's strategic position, and Pakistan is also gaining respect. Pakistan is also making friends who will stand by its side in times of war. Viewers, you will see that if the issue between Iran and Israel is resolved, Iran will also become one of Pakistan's closest friends. And if Iran does not do this, it will be Iran's biggest mistake. Viewers, let us also inform you that in recent days, there has been no official announcement, plan, or action that could prove that Israel is. Pakistan has always maintained a policy of not establishing relations with Israel, and has openly supported the Palestinians. However, Pakistan's defense preparedness and the security of its sensitive installations are recognized worldwide. Pakistan has a strong command and control system, a defensive missile shield, and full capability for military response. Viewers, what do you think? Is Pakistan really part of any global strategic framework? Is it time for the Muslim world to unite and reassess its defense systems? What is your opinion? Be sure to let us know in the comments section. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, this